Hello everyone, Namaste to all the organizers of CIC 2022, all the guest judges, respected guest judges and panelists, all the presenters presented here today and audience. I hope you guys are doing well. I am Angela Prasapati, going to be presenting my research paper, People's Perception Towards Eco-Brick as Plastic Waste Management in Madhya Pradesh Municipality. Evidence from GR behavior theory. I would like to thank my co-author who helped me while preparing this research paper, Mr. Ujjwal Bhattrai, faculty of Quest International College. Moving on to introduction part. As we all know that plastic waste is a complex problem which is faced by worldwide, not only by Nepal. This problem of lack of safe ways to dispose the plastic waste has resulted to amount of plastic waste in wherever we are going, in roadways, rivers, or in oceans, not affecting not only human life but as well as wildlife creatures. So I got the knowledge of EcoBrick, which is a low technology method to recycle plastics, which I'll share about in the upcoming slides. So the research paper was driven by the challenges of plastic waste management at its source. For example, we can take all the plastic waste of Nepal is being dumped to dumping sites such as Sistol, Banchare, resulting pollution in such areas by plastic waste, creating hazards, health issues such as skin-related issues as well as lung-related health issues. But the problem itself can be a solution because EcoBrick turns used plastics into building materials, building blocks which can be reusable. So with this aim, I choose my residency area, that is Madhya Pradesh municipality, to do my further research, which consists of 9 wards in total, with a general objective to analyze the assessment of factors influencing perception of local peoples towards EcoBrick as plastic waste management in Madhya Pradesh municipality, and a specific objective to analyze people's behavior in plastic usage in Madhya Pradesh municipality, to investigate challenges in plastic waste management in Madhya Pradesh municipality, and lastly, to provide managerial solution to promote EcoBrick as an alternative plastic waste management. Among theory of plant behavior, theory of interpersonal behavior, and 3R behavior concept theory, I chose the theory of 3R behavior concept because this theory examines the behavior by applying the 3R concept, which originally can be practiced, which for EcoBrick originally can be practiced through reduce, reuse, and recycle of plastic waste. Moving on, explanatory research design was chosen because there were very limited research on this topic in past days, and quantitative approach were chosen for the research method where primary data were collected in the Madhya Pradesh municipality area, with descriptive and inference analysis were done for data processing and analysis. After doing a lot of literature review and conceptual review from various papers, more than 50 papers, we developed this conceptual framework where independent variables are attitude, subjective norms, perceived behavior control, habit, and facilitating condition, where 3R behavior intention plays as a mediating role with dependent variables 3R behavior. Sample size were calculated with a standard formula where it came out to be 262, and the actual sample size taken for this study is 235 due to COVID pandemic. Moving on, total respondents I collected from 9 wards was 235 with convenient sampling, and for the main research instruments used was Kobo Toolbox. In descriptive analysis, sociodemographic in descriptive analysis, socio-demographic characteristics were focused, behavior in plastic waste management, influencing factors for reduce, reuse, and recycling, challenges of using the concept of plastic waste management solution for efficient waste management were focused. Summary statistics, exploratory factor analysis, comparative factor analysis, measurement model, path analysis were done in inferential analysis. So, from running the data in SPSS, we got these results and discussions where majority of the respondents were female with the age of majority of age being 21 to 30, and majority had the education background of bachelor's level with majority were unmarried. The majority type of family were joint family, and the majority of the respondents had occupation which were working in private sector, who had families annual average income as 10 lakh to 20 lakh, and most of them had been to foreign country as well. So while asking to respondents about the problem for practicing 3R behavior, because as I said that in order to know the perception of people about practicing the eco-brick, we need to know how they are doing their reuse, recycle, and reduce process. So they share the problem for practicing 3R behavior. Majority of them said that there is lack of time in household to practice the 3R behavior, and there is lack of awareness to participate in recycling programs as well. So moving on to manager solution, most of them suggested that awareness programs must be there so that it could enhance the practice of reduce, reuse, and recycle of plastic waste. These are the data which was done, which was abstracted in summary statistics through SPSS. And exploratory factor analysis shows that the table shows that KMO is 0.855, meaning that the sampling is meritorious and the data suits for factor analysis. Similarly, for barter test, p-value was less than 0.5, indicating a factor analysis is useful with the data and concern with no issue of reliability and validity. Therefore, reliability and validity test was conducted with no issue. Also, common method bias result shows that there is no issue of common method bias in this study, as it was less than 50%. This is the path analysis of the study. Moving on to mediation analysis, which was done by Sowell testing from SPSS AMOS. It shows the mediating role of these variables with a dependent variable. Also, from hypothesis testing, we can see most of the variables has come out significant, where very few variables has shown insignificant relationships. So moving on to conclusion from all the research and data analysis, it was found that most of the respondents were open to recycling, but not clearly known. Structure equation modeling result reveals that attitude, subjective norms, perceived behavior, condition, habits plays statistically significant roles on behavior of household to manage plastic waste. So lack of recycling initiatives from municipality, lack of awareness programs, reduce, reuse, and recycle programs or lack of strong government rules and supports is the main problem. However, reason behind no chair practice for plastic is because of the lack of awareness for eco-brick to come out, or any recycling methods such as eco-brick to come to practice. So from the hypothesis testing and all the data analysis, it was found that these are the recommendations from the hypothesis testing, which shows the significant relationships. Number one, develop recycling attitude through awareness and education and training. Develop culture of recycling, improve services and facilities. Develop waste minimization habit from an individual level. Thank you for listening me out. That is it from me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Angela, for excellent paper and excellent presentation. Way of presentation also very good. Now, second paper from Ujjwal Acharya.